Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we're going to be doing something very special, and that is starting a new series. And that series is going to be, maybe you can take a guess, well, we're playing the well-rounded, that might help a little bit, but that series is going to be trying to win with every single character without losing. So I just want to see if I can maintain a win streak throughout every character in the Crash Zone, and then throughout, again, every character in Abyssal Terrors. We are starting with the Crash Zone. I do have the DLC active, so you can see I have like the curse mechanic here, which is a little bit strange, but I think it'll be fine. It's not really going to affect as much. I will actually kind of actively be trying to avoid taking any curse anyways in the Crash Zone, because it doesn't really appear here in this well, the same way it does in the other map, right? The other map, you have the enemy spawn, which gives you a bunch of curse whenever you kill it, or +1 curse every time you kill them. Yeah, I forgot, it's called like a sea pig. It's the little purple one that carries crystals. In here, we don't have that, right? Not nearly as much, at least. I think they do spawn, but like way later. But yeah, the idea is that we start in the Crash Zone. It's easier. I'm going very top left to bottom right. So I'm starting with the well-rounded. He's the first character. He's like the base character, you could put it that way, I guess. And I just want to see if I can win without losing a single time, right? And even if I do lose, I may continue and just play through every character. But what I will be doing is trying my absolute best on all of them. So I'm going to play, well, you could just say I'm going to play to win, right? I'm going to play to win on every single character and see how I do. You know, if I lose in some points in the middle, that's okay. You know, I personally don't expect to lose with any character. That might seem ridiculous, but like I said, I'm going to be trying to win. I'm not going to be trying to have a bunch of fun. I do think it's fun regardless, personally, but I am going to be trying to win this entire time. I'm not going to be like kind of messing around. So I will be taking this very seriously. And that just means, wait, let's reroll a little bit. Oh, those are really good pickups. Nice. That just means, yeah, if I think something will increase my chance of winning, I'll do it. If I think it'll decrease it, I probably won't do it. So I will play as focused as I can in difficult waves, and I will maybe talk in between, try to explain my thoughts and why I'm making certain decisions. Otherwise, yeah, I just want to, like I said, I just want to try and do a win streak where I play characters with what I consider to be the strongest way to play them, at least for the specific runs that I'm playing them, right? Every run is a little bit different, so you could even say the well-rounded. You could start with so many different weapons. I'm using the Lute. I can explain why as well. I shouldn't have taken crit chance. Whoops, I'm okay. Not focused completely. But I'm using the Lute because it gives 25 luck and 25 harvesting, so you just get massive stab bonuses to start the run. We actually don't want crit chance. I shouldn't have taken it. Now I'm going to take a goat skull, and that just means I just lost some some strength. Cute monkey is pretty good for healing. I'll take that. I'm not going to reroll again. Let's keep going. Okay, the first dangerous wave here in the Crash Zone is going to be wave 7. Before wave 7, I'm not really scared of anything, but once we get to wave 7, it is dangerous. So I will have to be focused for wave 7. Probably not going to talk too much aside from small comments about my movement. Here in wave 5, we do have these charging enemies. I will say the Crash Zone is a lot easier in general, technically, than Abyssal Terrors. It's weird though, because Abyssal Terrors has a lot more curse stuff going on, which means you can just break the game by getting something really strong and just win immediately. But yeah, in general, the enemies are stronger. In Abyssal Terrors, Crash Zone, they're a bit more forgiving. This is pretty good. I'll take this. 6 melee damage is good. The max HP is amazing, but I'm going to take the luck for now. I'll go ahead and take these two. I don't think we care about dodge. I actually like the weird food here. Hedgehog, I kind of want to keep it. I could take a pocket factory, but it's not interesting enough. I think it's not good. Goat Skull is good. This will be good. Free reroll. Keep Monkey. One more roll. Losing harvesting is not something I want to do here. We have 53 currently, but we can easily stack that up to even more ridiculous amounts before the end of the run if we just make sure we don't lose it too much. So yeah, guys, we're just going to be doing sort of rotation through every character, and I will be playing what I believe is more or less the strongest strategy. I don't think the Lute is the most consistent strategy for this character, but I'm also fairly certain I would, you know, if I play very seriously, 10 out of 10 times, I'm probably not going to, or even 100 times, I'm probably not going to ever lose with the Lute, no matter what happens in the run. So, in my opinion, that means it's good enough to be considered one of the strongest weapons for him. And I'm pretty happy to use it for this for this run, yeah. Alien Eyes is really good, we'll take that. That's also really good, we don't care about crit chance. I'll take some more luck. A Lute tier 3 is good. We can actually take all of this. This is slightly questionable, but I think it's good enough to take as well. Treasure map. We're not going to take the knot. I will get my free reroll here. Another cute monkey is really nice. Whistle could be good as well. It's an interesting item. I think the whistle will be completely fine though. We can actually reduce movement speed since we did get this ugly tooth earlier. Okay, wave 7 though, like I said, this wave is actually a little dangerous. It's not that bad, but I need to focus on these charging enemies when they spawn. And then the eggs when they spawn as well. So I have to focus on a lot of spawning enemies here. There should be another one soon. There's a clump of enemies, it's the charging enemies. Every time you see the clump, that you know it's the charge. So on the left here, okay, there you go. Here to the right. So you immediately know because it's a large clump spawning all together. Get rid of this egg. I can get rid of the other egg as well. Didn't get there in time. I think we can kill this pretty quickly though. Yeah, we got rid of it really easily. It's not bad. I don't need to dodge everything. I just need to maximize the amount of enemies I'm killing. Because I'm not going to die, right? From... Okay, not. I mean, we're recycling that. We can't take that yet. This is pretty good. This is so early, I'll definitely take it. More attack speed is also really nice. Yeah, I like that. I don't want these. 9 dodge? No. I don't really like taking harvesting here, but I will. Metal plate is a really good item. That's so much armor. This is also amazing, I think. The acid. Yeah, I'll take that. Weird food is going to be good too for the HP recovery. 10% damage percent, but we lose attack speed. This is worth how much it cost, really? 70 materials for this? I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna reroll one more time. Metal detector might be worth it. We do lose 5% damage. It's early enough that I think it might be okay. Also, the boxing glove is probably worth taking just because we get a free reroll. This wave is dangerous, I have to pay attention now. So here we have a lot of these big guys spawning, which you can see, right? They're called bruisers. And they spawn with the enemies that shoot projectiles. And the way they overwhelm you is because they spawn like progressively more quickly as the wave goes on. And these spawn as well, the ones that have the horns and armor. And they're way tankier than the others. So if you're not paying attention, you're just suddenly getting surrounded by a bunch of them. And that makes your life terrible. Because then you also have to focus on them instead of the enemies shooting projectiles. You just end up taking a bunch of damage for no reason. I think we're almost through, right? I can see the timer turning red. Okay. Not bad. Decent. Harvesting plus 10. You know what's early enough? I think it's worth taking. We will take it. It's a little bit greedy, technically, but it's an investment at the end of the day. This will be good. I think all of these will actually be pretty good for healing. Get my free reroll. Banner is also not bad for the 10% attack speed. I think attack speed is really important on our character. Range can also be nice, especially when you're against a horde wave, which we ended up finding 2 horde waves in our run, I guess. So you can always see 2 horde waves, but you can't see 3. And you can see 3 elites. So the combinations always go like the first 2 quote-unquote difficult waves, which are always 11, 12 or 14, 15. Those waves can give you a horde or elite. And then the 17-18 wave is always going to be an elite, no matter what. So I kind of want to kill this for the loot crate. Pretty important. A lot of potential every time you get a loot crate, right? Also free money, which is a big deal. Free money is really good in Brotato. And since these videos are going to be more for... sort of being, I guess, educational, somewhat. Oh, padding is really good. We'll take that. Oh, I don't think we can take that, can we? What's our attack speed? Actually, our attack speed's really... You know what? I think this is actually takeable. So, learning moment. 20 we've run, this is actually takeable. If you don't have too much attack speed. I'm going to take attack speed immediately after, but it's because we don't actually have too much. 0.86 on the tier 3. If you see here, right? 0.9 and 0.93. So, I probably don't need much more attack speed than 50% now that I took a ball and chain. Yeah, 0.81 already, so we really don't need more attack speed. That just means we just want to kind of get more tank stats, potentially. This could be really good as well, Triangle of Power. It's actually hard to say. I think I won't take it now, maybe later. Poisonous Tonic, we don't want anymore, because we have too much attack speed already. And crit chance we don't want either, so... Recycling Machine is good. Injection, I think it's okay, we have a lot of max HP. Speed is good as well. I'll reroll here. Spyglass is very good. I don't think we care about the Black Flag. Black Flag doesn't actually give us enough reward for how much more dangerous it makes the run. So let's just keep going. I would normally take it, but I just don't think it's worth it. It is... it's like we don't actually want to introduce cursed enemies into the run. Currently we're sitting at 0 curse. That's pretty much how we want every single run to be. Or every single... Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just like 0 curse. So a funny thing, I should deactivate the DLC, but I also want to play the DLC characters in this map. So I feel like it makes sense to leave the DLC active. That way I can play every character in the crash zone on the same... How do you put it? Like on the same patch or something. Because if I deactivate it, I won't see those items, and I don't want to buy them anyways, right? Like I said. But there are certain DLC items we do want to see. It's just that we don't want to introduce Curse into Crash Zone. Crash Zone was not really made with Curse in mind. So it doesn't really fit that well. Okay, nice. It wouldn't make that big of a difference, but it would just be a little bit strange, I think. That's so much harvesting. I think we have to take that. That's really good. It's already, or it's only wave 10. That should be worth it. Vigilante Ring is also worth it. It's only wave 10, like I said. Very early on. If you're ever going to take these items, you absolutely take them when it's this early. 3 max HP for 1% damage is worth it too, I think. We'll take that. And we could upgrade our weapons to tier 4. So I still don't want to take the Knot. I could just go all tier 3s and take the Knot. It would actually be really safe. Yeah, it would be really safe. That might actually be the safest play. Just take it, and I think we still win no matter what, but it makes it even safer. But I also think it does have a bit of limiting potential on our damage. Puts a pretty big limiter on our damage. Having tier 4 loots is a big damage boost. So I'd rather not take the Knot if I don't need to. But like, if it were wave 19, 18, even maybe 17, I might take it. We're only really worried about these guys that have the white bones on them, because they are the ones that speed up over time. If you know which enemy is the Viperfish in the DLC, these guys act the same way. They, well, they don't wait and then run at you, they just run at you from the second they spawn. And they like move at you, but they increase their speed over time. Alright, nice. That is good, we'll take that. 2 melee damage. I think I'm just going to recycle it though, because we have... Our harvesting is scaling up really well. Lifesteal is huge, that's a big deal. 4 melee damage doesn't really do much here. 8% damage actually does quite a bit. I'll take that. And we get the Lute. I guess we're just making it tier 4. You can see the difference here. It still doesn't have too much attack speed. We can have 0.75. Yeah. Enemies hit take 10% more damage for 3 seconds, up to a max of 100%. It basically has double damage if we get the full passive rolling. And it does have luck and melee damage scaling. So, pretty good weapon. We will take a Blood Leech. This is a very good investment. Celery Tea on a Horde Wave is a terrible idea. That's how you get yourself killed. Keep rolling. Loot is good. Another baby squid. Don't we have one of you? We do. Yes. You've given me 5 HP regen. That's good. I'll take another one. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we are against a Horde Wave. I don't remember exactly which enemies spawn here, but I will be on the lookout for anything that looks dangerous. Aside from the ones with the bones, those are called... What are you guys called? I actually forgot your names. Oh no, I forgot their name. I forgot the name of the little white enemy here. The dangerous one. So this is where our healing is going to come in handy. Because our weapon doesn't attack very quickly. We also took the ball and chain, which means it isn't possible for it to attack very quickly. But this is where lifesteal and HP regen comes in handy. You can see our health has not dropped below 100% for more than like a second at a time. That's partially because my movement is probably good, and but also just because I took enough healing that I'm not going to ever die. Alright, perfect. 600 materials there. That's a lot of melee damage. We'll take that. Luck is also really good. This is also okay. Another Vigilante Ring. We could recycle this, but this can be from wave 13 to 19, right? It's going to be like 18% damage or 21%. We could take some more attack speed. I could also just take more harvesting right now. I think I'll take the attack speed and kind of cap my attack speed. Yeah, it's almost there. You see 0.76 is very close to getting capped. Bone Dice is one of those items that's kind of fun, but it just makes your run more dangerous unnecessarily. I'm not taking a fish hook. There's certain items I'm probably just going to skip every single time in the crash zone, If it's not in the crash zone, then I'm willing to take it, right? If we're in Abyssal Terrace, I probably would take that. But I don't want to do it in the crash zone. I'll take these two. Another metal detector. I don't think this one's worth it. It's a little bit too late. The metal detector is a good item. The problem is it scales too slowly. I do think the bag is worth it. Also, we'll take this, and more range is going to be good. More max HP is going to be good. Alright, let's go. We definitely just want to get some armor to make this run super safe. We're already in the... I probably just win the run territory if I just play normally, which I'm going to do, right? We're trying to just win the run. That is the whole point. But I think we just want more armor. I have to look at my stats again in a second, but I'm pretty sure armor just wins the run completely, like really, really safely. Give me the loot crate. Thank you. Look at how much health we heal. Can I get hit on purpose one time? Okay, I took 12 damage. Look at my health. It immediately shot up to full. It's just in... This is how you play Brotato in a way to not, like, basically to never lose, you know? A lot of my videos where I'm just, like, doing something fun, for example. Oh, I got cursed there on accident. Whoops. Where I'm just doing something fun. I'm kind of just playing to have fun, right? I'm not trying to do something super serious a lot of times. But if you play seriously, yeah, it looks very different, right? Brotato can look very different depending on how you treat it. Armor is amazing for us. This is probably not worth it. I'm just going to recycle it. Pearl is really good. We have 100 luck. This is 10% damage immediately. That's really good. This attack speed looks good. You know what? I'll take it. It's kind of overkill, but I will take it. This just means we don't need to take any attack speed or care about our attack speed in the slightest. Not is still too early. I think I've seen it like 4 times already. Let's see. Anything else good? Blur is really good. Broken Mouth is good. We don't want the Alien Worm. Cyclops Worm is pretty good. Another Broken Mouth. A Goldfish. And I'm going to wait until next wave. Or next shop before I do anything. I believe we have a Horde wave next wave, but not this one. Here we just want to focus on these little blob enemies, the ones that look like slimes. Because they spawn these small enemies called junkies, and then the junkies run around the map shooting projectiles. So it's actually good to just run at those and then focus them down before they run away from you. This is more important when you have a melee weapon than when you have a ranged weapon, but it can be important either way. Let's clear all these because they're all in a group right here. Let me get this one. I want to get this tree in a second. Yeah, trees always need to die or get chopped down because we could get loot crates. Especially when we have this much luck, it's even more likely. Also, since we took a pearl, we don't really want to take any more... Wait a second, let's take all our items first. This is really good. We don't want to take any more... Ooh, that's a lot of melee damage. Any more damage percent if we have luck instead. Luck is kind of just better now. 10 harvesting is a little bit late, I think. So I could just take this luck, right? 15 luck. It's not nearly as much damage percent as just getting it directly, but that's okay. Rip and Tear is takeable since we're not going for crit chance. Another bag is okay. Boxing Glove. Alien Magic is good. This is just, again, make the run safer. Perfect. Cauldron is also a ton of damage for very cheap. We don't care about crit. This could be really good as well, the Decomposing Flesh. It's too late though, I think, so we're actually just going to skip it. Do we have too much attack speed? 0.77, 0.76. Okay, not too much. We're fine. Wait, is it bugged? Wait a second. Why is it 0.77 on the tier 4? If you noticed, Rip and Tear just exploded off of a Lucky Elephant. So Lucky Elephant killed an enemy across the map, and then it exploded because of Rip and Tear, and blew up all the enemies around it. So I killed like 10 enemies, even though they were like, well, yeah, completely on the other side from me, like very far away. Rip and Tear is a very good item. If you don't take it often, you probably should, if you just like winning, right? Rip and Tear is very, very good. Even if you're losing crit, unless you're playing a very crit-dependent build, then you should probably just take the Rip and Tear most of the time. How many loot crates have we gotten? This is also why I chose the loot. Oh, we're in a horde, by the way. This is very easy. Yeah, the Rip and Tear is just killing everything. Every time we hit one of the clumps of enemies, it just explodes. They like chain explode and kill each other. Yeah, this is way too easy. Okay. Nope. Easy. 4 loot crates, 1000 materials. Recycle. Damage percent. This is good. We don't need to take this to win, so I'm going to skip it. We don't need to take this. This could be okay. It's just 10% attack speed as well. Sure. Armor is kind of exactly what we want. It also gives move speed. I think it's worth taking, even though we don't care about crit really. I could take crit now. This is like Slightly, again, unnecessary. I don't really need crit to win at all. But, I mean, why not at this point? This is very late, but I think it could actually pay itself off. Blood Leech will be good for winning. I'm still going to play very seriously still. Just, I think the going for crit is not that bad at this point. We're so tanky. We're just so tanky. I do think we'll kill the final wave pretty quickly. Not quickly like when I play for fun and I do some crazy stuff and go like full damage. Obviously we're not going to kill them that quickly, but it may take like less than 25 seconds or something. That's already pretty fast. Like I'd consider that very fast of a wave 20. So as long as that happens, I think we'll be fine. And there is some safety in speed. Because the longer you take in a wave, the more small enemies that start spawning. And the more small enemies there are, the more bothersome it becomes to dodge specific enemies like the bosses, who are actually dangerous. I'm mostly just walking towards the buffers and trying to get rid of them, and then trying to get the trees as well. Trees for loot crates. Oh, there's a loot alien. I didn't get it in time. Yeah, I saw it at the last second. We could just take armor. Armor's very safe. Retromation's hoodie. This can be very good, but we have capped attack speed, so it's probably not good enough. We'll just go ahead and skip it. Let's see, Goblet is very safe as well. I think we have so much healing, this is probably unnecessary. Lute, completely maxed, and we take a knot, finally. 107 health, and we have so much damage percent, and pretty much just every single stat we could possibly ask for. We can go ahead and skip these. More melee damage is good. More luck is damage percent as well, a little bit at least. This is going to be good too. We're not really going for crit, even though I did take a little bit earlier. If I lose crit, I don't care, but if I can get some crit, I'll probably still take it. Because it's just a damage boost. We have so much, again, so much damage percent already. Our attack speed is capped because of ball and chain. And we have ridiculous amounts of melee damage. So there's actually no stat to take other than crit anymore. That's going to be, like, strong. How do I put it? Like, very effective for us. Yeah, attack speed, bad, obviously. Melee damage, we have too much. Damage percent, we have a lot. So we could still take more damage percent. And just ignore crit chance. But you can kind of think of crit chance as every 1% crit you get is just 1% more damage. Right? Because if you crit, well, let's say you have 50% crit, you crit half the time for double damage. Well, how much more damage are you dealing? You're dealing 50% more damage. Because you go from dealing 100 every time to 150 sometimes. Or sorry, 200 sometimes, half the time, right? So that would be 50% damage boost to your total damage. Alien magic, good. Even safer. 12% dodge. Yeah, we don't need that. So like here, for example, I think crit is actually just better. We will take it. I'll still take all of this and lose crit. That's okay. This is actually pretty decent. 20% engineering scaling. It's probably too expensive. Not really going to boost our damage very much either. Let's see. Anything else we can take here? Not much, right? There's not much. I'll take the damage percent. And I will take this as well. This is good. Look how much health we have, by the way. I'll take another bag, because I think it can pay for itself. Also take this, and a Cyber Ball is actually really good. And more damage percent? Okay, nice. Are we against an elite? We are. The mother. Okay. She spawns a bunch of small enemies. She's going to die, like, immediately. Yeah, she's dead. There you go. Alright, very easy. This is why I said I think the loot is amazing. And the reason I think it's even stronger in the Crash Zone than in Abyssal Terrace, I think it's strong in both. It's strong regardless. But the reason I think it's stronger here is because the early waves in this mode in the Crash Zone map are much more forgiving and a lot easier in my opinion. I don't actually think either is difficult personally, but that's just because I've played this game too much. But like, they are difficult. They are more difficult, definitely. Abyssal Terror enemies are more difficult to face. So if you're in the Crash Zone, that means you can scale up way more easily, even if you're going for this heavy luck harvesting early game. You can still scale up way more easily and get all your weapons, get everything, get a ton of luck, get a bunch of loot crates in the early waves, everything, and just become really, really strong. And then by the time you get to the late game, you're just unkillable, and you deal a ton of damage. So yeah, we have 130 health nearly. I feel like you guys have probably never seen me play like this, right? I always play like very semi for fun or full for fun. We'll take that, we'll take that. Crit is good, we'll take that as well. Speed and range is good. We don't need this. Damage percent is good. That is a lot of damage on that pearl. Okay. Take these and reroll. Let's see, anything else? Baby elephant is good. Panda? I don't think panda's worth. It's a little bit too late. Metal could be very good. Probably not worth it anymore. We're so safe we are unkillable. I don't think we should be taking it. This is too late. More damage percent is good. Just straight up 8% damage. Nice. Okay. Anything else we can take? Baby squid? No. One more reroll. 20% crit. Or sorry, 10% crit. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, currently we hit for 209. If we crit, we get an extra 50% damage. And that's without the passive. That's actually just not taking into account the passive, right? You can see the passive when we're hitting a boss. Otherwise, you're not really going to see it because we're just one-shotting every enemy. Or two-shotting every enemy. So you don't even get to see the bonus damage from the loot doing anything. But it's very good against bosses. That's kind of the strong point. I do think the loot in itself is not an insanely strong weapon. Just like how I'm using it now. Like the weapon itself is not super strong, but the passive effect is very strong. Like if you have a curse to loot, it's actually ridiculous. Because it'll apply the bonus damage to the enemy, like the debuff to the enemy really quickly. But yeah, I do think the strong point on this weapon is just the weapon classes. Musical and lucky. Like having luck and harvesting on the same weapon is just ridiculous. And we're through. 900 materials. Alright, more lifesteal we'll take. Alien, sure. Small fish, sure. Recycle that. Dodge, no thank you. 3 armor, sure, why not. And let's see what we can get here at the end. Damage, damage. 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 Any more damage? Schmoop. I'll take a schmoop, why not? It's not actually good here, by the way. I'll just take it, because why not? We're already at the end of the run. A metal is going to reduce our damage, probably. Not worth taking. Anything else? Anything else? Corrupted shard, sure, we'll take it at this point. We'll take one. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to be episode 1 of trying to win streak on every single character, back to back. So yeah, here we go. Oh, whoops. Okay, boss is down here. Let's focus on this guy first. This is the Predator. He's kind of like the whale in Abyssal Terrors. Alright, he's dead. Now we kill this guy, the Invoker. He's running away a little bit. And he's dead. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That is episode 1 of trying to win streak on every character. So yeah, that was a well-rounded. I will see you guys next time. Maybe leave a like and subscribe and leave any comments if you want. Alright, goodbye for now. Bye-bye.